Hey everyone, James here from Grind and Unwind, Fitness with a Purpose. I've got an equipment review for you, and today I'm going to be taking a look at this, the Flybird 55-pound adjustable dumbbell. I am really excited about today's review for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, I just love the adjustable dumbbell. I think it's an awesome solution for anybody looking to save a little bit of space, save a little bit of money, but still provide themselves a nice wide range of weights for all of their exercises. And two, because I haven't seen a whole lot of information out there yet on this particular product. I have seen a few reviews on the 25-pound variant, but not a whole lot on this new 55-pound variant, so I'm really stoked to be one of the first to give it a thorough review. I haven't had a whole lot of time to play with these yet, so today's review is going to be more of an unboxing, kind of initial impression review, and then in a few weeks I'll go ahead and follow up with more of a performance-based review. And without any further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so there we have it, the Flybird 55-pound adjustable dumbbell. This is exactly how it showed up to my doorstep. I did already cut the straps off of this box, but it is a very simple, just kind of two-piece box design. So there's essentially the box underneath that has all of the equipment inside, and then this top box is just sort of a sleeve that slides over the top of it. So nothing too fancy, but got the job done and appears to have arrived here relatively unscathed. A couple of quick notes about the buying experience before I tear into the packaging here. So I ordered these from Amazon on June 22nd. They arrived July 13th. They were originally scheduled to arrive July 5th, but something held them up. Perhaps being a new product, maybe they were taking pre-orders through Amazon. I'm not really certain on that, but just a heads up, they did take a little bit longer than I expected to be delivered. So these retail on Amazon for $199.99 per unit. I went ahead and ordered two of them. So all told, you're looking at about $400. I actually bought these on Prime Day, so I saved about $50 total on the order. I ended up paying closer to $350 after tax. But generally speaking, pretty competitively priced. If you go online, for example, and take a look at the Bowflex SelectTech 552, which is sort of the gold standard in adjustable dumbbells, those are retailing right now for about $400 for the set. Now those only go up to 52.5 pounds. Real quick before I do open the box, I don't know if you can see this here. This is a product that is made in China. It also appears to be coming from a Chinese company, and I'll explain the significance of that a little bit later on in the video. Let's get to the goods. All right, so right on top here we have our instruction manual. And this also contains some information on warranty policies. There's a QR code for support, which I have tested out already. It just sends you back to the Amazon website, as well as a few little exercises here that you can perform. We also have our base tray here, right on the top. It is a pretty sturdy piece of plastic, I must say. I have owned the Bowflex SelectTech 552s, and I would say it's very comparable in terms of just the sturdiness of the base tray. We have a layer of styrofoam here. And boom, here we have it. Just sort of sitting in another piece of styrofoam here with a couple of pieces of plastic to sort of protect the end caps here. Pretty simple packaging, but it appears to have gotten the job done. It doesn't look like it took any damage on its way here. So I'll go ahead and get this one popped out of the box here, get it set up on the tray, and we can take a deeper dive into the Flybird 55-pound adjustable dumbbell. And here it is, the Flybird 55-pound adjustable dumbbell in all of its glory. So first impression right off the bat is that this is a very nice looking product. To be honest with you, it's nicer looking than I anticipated. Buying it from Amazon, from a company that I'd really never heard of before, you never really know what you're gonna get, especially when what's provided is sort of stock photography or renderings. But this looks better than what I anticipated. It is actually a very striking piece of equipment. Something else that jumps out to me right away is that I'm really digging the shape of this dumbbell. It definitely maintains more of a traditional shape as opposed to, say, a Bowflex SelectTech 552 or a Power Block. So I'm really digging just the traditional shape of this dumbbell. Before I get too far into this, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop this onto the scale and just see how accurate the weight intervals are. So let's go take a look. All right, let's go ahead and get these on the scale just to check the accuracy. Now this is just a simple bathroom scale, so not the most precise instrument, but should give us a good idea. So we'll start here with the 11 pound. Showed 10.6 before it clipped off. 22 pound. 21.6. 33 pound. 32.8. 44 pounds. 43.7, and the full 55. 54.9. All right, not too shabby. So let's go ahead and just take a look at the fit and finish of this product. So what you have here is a product made almost exclusively of plastic aside from the actual weight plates here. So you have a durable plastic tray, plastic handle, plastic grip, as well as sort of plastic end caps here. The only metal appears to be the weight plates themselves. The weight plates appear to be dipped. They don't appear to be just spray painted. They appear to actually be dipped, but I'll go ahead and pull one out and confirm that and show you in closer detail. In terms of the condition of this on arrival, this one appears pretty pristine actually. So there's a few kind of irregularities in some of the plates here, just little nicks. I don't see any distress to any of the paint on this one. In full disclosure, my other one, I did order 2 of these, had a little bit of paint chipping here, kind of on this weight indicator marker, but nothing significant. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with the condition that this showed up in. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the features of this product. And right away, I want to draw attention to the weight selection method on this, which is actually really neat. It's actually accomplished by simply rotating the handle. And it feels really nice and smooth and really locks into place. You can feel and hear that click. And I just think that's a really neat solution compared to some of their competitors that might require you to twist the number on the end or use like a pin system. So I think this is actually a really cool way to select your weights. Now you may have noticed the intervals here: 11, 22, 33, 44, and 55 pounds. So 11 pound increments. That might seem a little bit funky until you recognize that the conversion to kilograms is roughly 2.2 pounds per kilogram. So again, you have about 5 kilograms, 10 kilograms, 15, 20, 25. So it makes a little bit more sense that way. I'm not sure why they didn't just go with the kilogram marking on the actual dumbbell itself, but that's here nor there. So I'll go ahead and show you the actual safety mechanism that sort of allows this to work. It's actually pretty neat. So let me pull that out of here. So what you have on the underside of the handle, the dumbbell handle, are actually a couple of buttons here. And those buttons have to be depressed by tabs on the tray or in the tray. You can't really see them here. I'll pull a weight out so you can maybe see it a little bit better in here. When this handle is on the tray, those tabs depress these buttons, and that's what's allowing the handle to twist. And obviously you can see if it's outside of that, you can't twist. I'll go ahead and show you one of the plates up close just so you can see. It's pretty mint condition. This one in particular doesn't have any nicks, chips, or dings. It feels like a pretty thick coating here, so I imagine that this will hold up pretty well. So that just about does it in terms of features on this guy. Really ingenious, simple method of weight selection here that I really enjoy, really solid. And again, you saw that safety mechanism that keeps it from adjusting or picking up or dropping weights when it's not on its base tray. The next thing I want to do is go ahead and actually pull the weights off of the tray at each increment and just see how smoothly that's done. One complaint I've had with adjustable dumbbells that I've used in the past is the ease with which, or lack thereof, that the dumbbell actually releases from the tray. So some have a tendency to either stick or want to pull additional weights with them. So I just want to go ahead and run through the full set of weight intervals, pull them off the tray, and just see how smoothly everything works. So we'll start here with 11 pounds, 22, 33, 44, and the full 55. Oh, there you see it, wanted to pull the tray with it. That time it released. So that might just be a byproduct of being a new product, but you did see 55, at least the first time, wanted to take the tray with it. But all in all, not too bad. Pretty smooth actually for all the lighter weights. While I'm here, I'll go ahead and get a measurement on this for you. And one of the complaints that I had with some of the competitors of the Flybird would be the size of the dumbbell. For instance, the Bowflex SelectTech 552 is actually so long that it can make certain exercises like performing curls a little bit cumbersome. The weight will almost want to drag on your leg as you go to lift it. So I just want to go ahead and get a measurement for you of the total length of this product. So we're at just over 15 inches. And I believe that the 552 from Bowflex is at 15.75 inches. So definitely a little bit shorter. In terms of width here, we have about 8 inches across, which I believe is the same as the Bowflex 552. And height with the tray is about 7.5 inches. So maybe closer to about 7 inches in terms of total height. All in all, a really nice package, a really nice size. Again, I'm super impressed with just the shape and size of this dumbbell. It seems really easy to handle as compared to some of its competitors, which can be a little bit unwieldy or a little bit awkward to use. So some final takeaways before I wrap this review up. I'm super impressed with what sits before me. This greatly exceeds my expectations in terms of what I expected to arrive at my doorstep. So everything arrived safe and sound and in one piece. And again, aside from maybe a few small cosmetic blemishes on my other dumbbell, everything is in really excellent shape. So I'm super excited about that. It's a really solid feeling product. It feels nice in your hand. The weight selection method feels very solid and safe. I'm really a big fan of this. So definitely points there. And just overall, just the profile, the shape of the dumbbell, I'm a really big fan of. Some potential concerns that I have on the horizon. I'll talk about 3, but really only one of them is super significant right now. And that would be the fact that this is not only a Chinese-made product, but coming from a Chinese company. So I did reference this earlier. Why does that matter to you as the consumer? Plenty of quality products are manufactured in China. That's just the way it goes. I'm not really super hard-headed about must be made in America. I've worked for companies that use Chinese manufacturing, and I know that Chinese manufacturing can produce quality products. So I'm not really worried about that. But Chinese company is potentially a concern. That would be mainly for the sake of after the fact support. So this company Flybird, I'm not very familiar with them. What happens if I need support on this product? I've already tested that the QR code just sends me back to Amazon. So how long will this company be around? And how easy is it if I do have an issue in terms of a warranty issue, or something happens down the road, I need to replace a weight plate? How long is this company going to be around, and how responsive are they? So that's one potential concern. Concerns 2 and 3 really both have to do with the amount of plastic that's used in this product. So number 2 in particular is the plastic grip here. So it is basically just a smooth plastic grip. There are little raised portions here to increase grip to a certain extent, but it seems like something that could get very slick as soon as you start sweating and the grip gets a little bit wet. So I'll follow up on that in a couple of weeks and let you know how that works out. And number 3 is in relation to the plastic on the end caps here. So this was something that I found that I struggled with that Bowflex 552, was that the ends were plastic, and when you were doing things like a floor press, when you go to set the weight down, you kind of felt like you didn't know how to quite set it down properly without either, really galling this up, or marking this up rather, or even damaging the end or breaking the end. So I'll just be kind of interested to see how durable these are on the end caps as well. And I guess one more thing that I'll be on the lookout for in my performance review is how well these are weighted in terms of sort of the symmetry of it all. One complaint that I've had, and I've definitely heard from folks about these adjustable dumbbells, is sometimes they have this funky way of, it's like they have one position that they want to stay in just because of the way that the weights are affixed. And this definitely, right off the bat, I can feel it has sort of like a home position that it wants to get back into, basically in order to line it back up on the tray, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. but it can be funky for certain exercises, so I'll definitely be on the lookout for that as well. All in all though, first impressions, I'm super impressed, and I am really excited to get to work and really put these to use. That's going to do it for today's review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. I'd really love to do more of these types of videos in the future, so anything you can do to support the channel would be greatly appreciated. In the meantime, feel free to check out some of the other videos on my channel, and until next time, cheers and happy lifting. I tell you what though, man, this thing is pretty. I just want to do some snatches with it.